Okay, what will be your view on these headlines as well?
Thank you very much. What headline do you want to fix?
But basically, the senators, the Punch newspaper that says senators have sued, they're suing AGF, DSS, police for alleged plots to remove Saraki. Also, National Assembly never agreed to reconvene on Tuesday. Obasanjo Senate President Saraki in closed-door meeting. What's your take on this, sir?
Thank you so very much. What's happening today is quite very unfortunate because those are the people that is taking this station into ransom. And you can see the Senate ought to have convened today to pass the INEC budget, but it's also unfortunate because they are not trustworthy enough because they said there are allegations for like they suspected DSS that they want to remove them. This is just a baseless accusation, I think, because whether we like it or not, Saraki is going. It's not possible for the minority in the house, for the minority to be presiding over the majority. It's quite not possible. So what it needs, even if he likes, he's going to consult God. He's going because it's not possible. It has never happened in Nigeria for a minority to be presiding over majority. So whether he likes it or not, our party chairman has given me a guideline. He should resign honorably. So if he does not resign, I'm very sure our APC state caucus, they are going to remove him.
All right. So right now we know that the Senate chamber, they are on recess. According to the Senate president, we can't even reconvene now because next week, for example, it's Salah. We have some of these senators that have traveled for Hajj. We have some senators that have already gone on vacation, for the summer break. Because if they reconvene now, do you think they'll still make that from that quorum to pass the bill as regards to the INEC budget?
Thank you very much for the question you asked. They are trying to play smart on every Nigerians. Sure, you understand? Why the reason I said that they are trying to play smart is that they ought to have reconvened because Abdulrazak Namdas, the spokesman of the house, said they are reconvening today. So I don't know what's going. Maybe they are hearing us all sort of question. Maybe that allegation that they would just those guys they are just I don't know what to call them. Those guys they're just putting shame on themselves because the whole world is watching them. How can one individual is holding a entire nation to ransom? It's not done because we have this budget now. This August, they ought to have sit down and discuss the budget and part, but because Saraki is afraid. He's very afraid that he might be removed, and sooner or later he will be removed. Even they should sit in the next he will be removed. So that's my stand.
All right, when I don't hear the way the arguments they go this morning for Tinubu Square, Alhaji, you've heard him. He said something very important that the Harrow Chamber is supposed to reconvene today, but for some funny reasons they've refused to reconvene, and at the same time holding the nations to ransom as to passing the budget, passing the bill with regards to the budget for INEC, which the INEC chairman has said if this bill is not passed latest by Thursday, it's obviously going to affect the 2019 election. What's your reaction to this?
I'm quite glad to hear that. And like we usually advocate, we continually tell people, look, we have been in government before. We know our government is wrong. I mean, some people have been in government before and they knew our government is wrong. A government how to run in consonance with the constitution of the country. So some people like to talk as if this country belongs to their father alone. This country belongs to all of us, and there is a laid out procedures as to how things are to be done. If nobody is saying anybody should be permanent in government as regards the position of the law. If the law says this is what you have to do to remove a sitting Senate president, you have to abide by the law. A nation hinges on the position of the constitutions. And once the constitution has so clearly defined the mode and modality removing a sitting Senate president, we have to follow. We cannot say he likes it or not. You cannot force yourself, your wish, your individual opinion on the entirety of Nigerian nations. Nigeria is a nation of rules and law. So once you want to remove anybody, you must obey the rules. And that was why I earlier said, I am quite in support of the position of the Senate. Having fingered the involvement of the DSS, the police, and the AGF in an undemocratic and illegal removal of the Senate president, it is the best thing for them is to sue them to court. So I buy into the idea and I supported them. Secondly, sir, you also made mention of the issue of their NIGERIANS budget. Yes, I think some of us that are not privy to be in positions like to adduce our own sentiment into issues. The annual budget is quite clear to all the National Assembly, and they are quite aware of how it has to be. And for them to see what is on the ground in Nigerian nation, that there is tension in the land. Some people want to go and force the removal of the Senate president. Some people want to go and force the door of the National Assembly open at all costs. They want to take all the means. The best thing I will advise is for us to continue to maintain that peace. Is for us to allow that tension to go down. Like my brother that is outstanding, I'm quite asking us to force the Senate president to go. I think we will appeal to him to cool his tensions and allow the rule of law to take place.
But again, talking about the rule of law, don't you think that when a Senate president defects from the political party who's put him or voted him into position, it's appropriate for him to step down?
No, sir, that's not the position of the law. Okay. You see, and this thing is not forthcoming, and this is why you see a lot of people running to face the camera, because they are not conversant with the exact position of the law. The position of the Senate president is not shown to a particular party. The position of the Senate president was shown to members of the Senate,
irrespective of the minority or majority. It has happened before now. In the era of MPP, MPN, don't forget Joseph Wires was the Senate president, and John Westphal, that was then the deputy Senate president, come from a different party. He is from MPP, while Joseph Wires, that was the Senate president, was from MPN. Secondly, don't forget, even in the era of Tambua, let us go to what happened at the speaker of the MPN. The speaker of the MPN then was okay. He came from MPP, not MPN, and MPN was the majority. So I don't know why there are so much. Oh, I am sorry, I don't want to go, because it's like we are in the midst of people who are not all right, distinguished senators, street people, we are not here, and it really hot for here for Tinubu Square. You come there, like saying a debate with them on, but okay, it's not about APC or PDP. It's about the reaction of the people with regards to the headlines of the national dailies. When we come back, we'll be taking the views, the reactions, and of course, the opinions of the street representatives here in Tinubu Square. Maybe I'm not touch that guy. Thank you very much, sir, for joining me here today on the street assembly. Alaji, thank you very much, sir. We happy to say we get you. When we come back, we're going to meet more people. Maybe I'm not touch that guy. We'll come back.